Hello viewers around the world, welcome back again to the Pokemon VGC Regional Championships here in Malaysia. My name is Hashigi Hanja and I'm with
Ismail Myron.
And right now we are going on to the top 4 match. This is the first top 4 and we will be featuring once again the trainer that if you have watched us, Chris G from Australia against Wan Akil from Malaysia.
Absolutely, and from what I heard from both these players that they have played in the Swiss rounds, one of the Swiss rounds, and from what I understand in that game, Chris G won the Swiss round match against Akil. So we have to see whether does Akil decide to can he make some adjustments to fine tune for the matchup going into the game. But it's a very international top four, I would say.
We have 3 countries.
3 countries, yep.
Khalid is stays at the top 8.
Yeah, Khalid
from
unfortunately.
UAE, unfortunately. But we have 2 players from Singapore, 1 player we have Wan Akil from Malaysia, and also 1 from Australia, which is Chris G. That the match.
Yep, and we know that Wilson Fong and Benjamin Tan, both from Singapore, will definitely secure 1 spot in the grand finals for their home country. And yes, absolutely, we do see the chat. Benjamin Tan will also be featured on stream after Wan Akil versus Chris G. So yeah, stay tuned for Wilson Fong's match afterwards as well. We've checked in the team checks before this. None of them got any errors for top cut, so every player is keeping their Pokemon. So it's a fair 6v6 among every player.
Unlike some previous regionals.
Unlike previous regionals where there were some team sheet errors, no, this regional everyone was clean. No Pokemons were
at least
taken
the one in top 8.
At least the ones in top 8, by the way, yeah. At least the ones in top 8, everyone
was clean.
Yeah, everyone was clean, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think on the match we have seen both of these teams, both of the matches with their matches that made to the top 4 is also streamed before. So we have known that Chris G is having the Mega Gardevoir team.
Yep.
While
Akil is running the Mega Charizard X team in particular.
So a bit unique.
A bit unique, yes, but Chris G does have answers for the Charizard X. As we've seen in the top 8 match B, he can always cycle between Landorus and Incineroar to dish out multiple Intimidates within a turn. So he has ways to answer for the Charizard X. But Akil in particular, he needs to answer some way or another that Among Us and Snorlax core. Because I don't see any ones besides Kartana, but it's just Kartana to deal with that Snorlax. But Kartana is heavily threatened by Incineroar and Tapu Koko on Chris G's side.
Yes, and also not to mention, I think we will see a lot of there's the shake hand. We'll see a lot of amazing
plays,
push and pulls against both of these 2 players. I hope we'll be seeing a great match. And don't forget, guys, if you have anything you want to say, just drop by at the chat.
Yep, you can drop a chat. We'll be keeping an eye on the chat for sure. Twitch.tv/PokemonVGC_MY.
Right.
Yep.
Somebody is asking, like, do we get to see Benjamin's semi in the finals? So yes, after this, of course.
Definitely. Straight after Akil and Chris G is Benjamin Tan's game against Wilson Fong.
So always stay tuned to the channel.
Yep. And I realized that the Mega Evolutions in Top Cut in general are very diverse for the matter.
Yeah, we have we have Venusaur. We have
Charizard Wide. So now we're going to team
Wide.
preview on the field. Yep, like we mentioned, we've seen the team before. Akil will be on the play on the left with the Derberserker account. Chris G is Dawn Rider on the right. Yep, and we do see Chris G running the Charizard, Tapu Lele, Drifblim, Snorlax, Katana, Landorus, a core from VGC 17 being brought forward into VGC 18.
It's like the Tapu Lele and Drifblim is very 2007 in the early games.
Yep,
around January until March, I think.
Yep.
Around that area, around that time.
During the Melbourne International Championships last year, it was very popular.
Very popular, but right now, it's
being modified for VGC 18, and we do see Chris G has already locked his team. He is very confident in the matchup. During the interview, I asked him prior to this, because in team preview, I do see that the Among Us and Snorlax can put in a lot of work, just solely because Chris G can control the terrain where I want to sleep something with the Spore. But Among Us is also threatened by Tapu Lele and Charizard, which Chris G can also answer to with Incineroar, Landorus. Then there are multiple outs to that core.
So it's like threatening each other. And we see the lead from Chris G.
Yep, so this is our first top 4 match A We will be streaming top 4 match B afterwards, but for this match we do see Akil leading off with a Lele Blim. It Drift Blim Tapu Lele. My goodness, we've seen this so many times last year in VG17. I miss this core.
You missed this score. And we see when one Akil battling against Melvin Care on the match before 2 times. Also Lele Blim.
Also Lele Blim.
Also Lele Blim for the lead. So I think he's really confident, and this is like one of the best leads, I should say, in this for his team with the Lele Blim lead. And Chris G's answer is the God of War and also Incineroar.
Yeah, I think Chris G is definitely prioritizing, trying to get the Trick Room up, trying to set Snorlax for the end game. But he cannot fake out in psychic terrain towards the Tapu Lele. Drift Blim is floating, sure, but it's a ghost type, so he is immune to fake out. We'll have to see what does Chris G decide.
Fake out is to a ghost type, right?
Sorry?
Fake out to a ghost type.
Yeah, fake out to a ghost type is a no-go. It doesn't work like that. And we do see knockoff going on to Incineroar. What?
Knocking off the Assault Vest. The Moonblast is going to connect.
Akil's calling the Protect on Gardevoir.
And that's like a huge damage, but the Flare Blitz, no Trick Room once now.
Yeah, no Trick Rooms up yet, and we do see Flare Blitz going onto Tapu Lele.
Huge damage, huge recoil, but
my goodness. Okay, so now it comes down to who is faster, Mega Gardevoir or Tapu Lele?
Yes.
It will really come down to that, I feel.
Because right now, I don't think the both of these players has been revealed.
We don't know the speed tier at the moment. They both know because they've played on each other in the Swiss rounds, but they were not on stream, so we are unaware of the current board state. Both these players will know better, because if Gardevoir was faster, he gets a free Hyper Voice right now. Hyper Voice Flare Blitz or Hyper Voice knockoff. Yeah, either one. But
the Drift Blim can. It's not in a good position to set up the tail, honestly, especially the Gardevoir is still on the full health.
Yeah, but Gardevoir is definitely the bigger threat on Akil's side, so I'm pretty sure he's going to prioritize knocking that out right now.
So the Shadow Ball, not even 50% damage, the Hyper Voice, a free Hyper Voice as you said before, going to connect onto both of these two Pokemon, picks up the kill onto the Tapu Lele, and after this we'll see the move from the Incineroar using Snarl actually.
Snarl, we keep it true, he did not reveal this in his previous top 8 match.
Yes.
So that was the move that I was wondering what was missing. So it's so that's a good tag, I would say. Because now the Shadow Ball is not picking up another KO on the Gardevoir. It was a 3-shot prior to this, so it would be about
4-shot.
Yeah, 4-shot by right. And we do see Landorus being brought in by one Mama Akil.
And threatening, of course, the Incineroar and also to the Gardevoir with the huge amount of attack. A free Earthquake actually can connect both of these two Pokemon.
Absolutely.
No damage to the to his
but
own
you're right.
friend.
But Chris G could definitely retaliate with a potential Landorus switch in as well.
Yes, that's true enough. And also at the back there, he has some Amoonguss is also
Amoonguss is also viable once Tapu Lele is out. Amoonguss could also come in, but we do see Snorlax coming in here. Ooh, I like this switch, and we do see a Protect going on to Gardevoir. What do we see? We might just see a Rock Slide coming from Landorus, I presume. Shadow Ball going onto Gardevoir. What does Landorus go for here? An Earthquake. So this will signify to Chris G that, is Landorus going for an Earthquake? It could be a potential choice variant. He's not sure. But the Earthquake is just an overall safe play. You just want to nab as much damage as you can to Gardevoir and Incineroar.
I think with an Earthquake and also a Shadow Ball, it could potentially pick up a kill to Gardevoir.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But now the Snorlax on the field. If that's a choice of Landorus, no, we saw it being revealed in top 8 that it was a slow Landorus. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, and we do see Incineroar being switched in on the Gardevoir slot. If Snorlax does have Protect, I think now's a good time to go for it. Or just go for an attack, and we do see a knockoff from Drift Blim, knocking off the item on Snorlax.
Aqua Berry, very useful, and the Earthquake is going to connect both of these two Pokemon super effectively into Incineroar. Will it pick up the KO? Picks up the KO onto the Incineroar.
Did so little damage on Snorlax.
Yes, I think it's so broken on the defense side.
Yep, and we do see a
belly drum, but without the berry. Without the berry, and it's the slowest, almost.
Oh my goodness, that is not good for Chris G. The Snorlax must be at like maybe 1 or 2 HP.
And it's like just a bit of a chip damage.
Absolutely, you're right. You are right, Heshigi. And now even the Drift Blim, by the way, can touch Snorlax because it has knockoff.
It has knockoff.
If it was in the previous VGC17, it would have been a different story, by the way. It's a different story. He couldn't touch Snorlax in the previous generation, but now with knockoff, hey.
And also, Snorlax cannot hit off the Drifloon actually. Usually, except if it brings a wild charge. But
You're right.
I haven't seen like a lot of wild charge with Snorlax right now. More onto the high horsepower and also return. And we see that Belly Drum, probably the other is a recycle.
Recycle. You're right. You're totally right, Hashegi. But now, Chris G with that belly drum, I still
And
feel
it's the slowest.
yeah. Because I didn't know Drivlim had knockoff, but I'm pretty sure if he had played Akil in the Swiss rounds, he might have found out about the information. I feel. Yeah, but we do see Tapu Koko being switched out on the field.
Especially in this region, it's also best of 3, so it's probably low chance that you don't know about the knockoff.
Yeah.
In the Swiss rounds, you played
You
with him
could
2 to
get
3
that information.
games, yes. And there's the Sunny Day coming out from the Drifloon.
I'm quite puzzled with that Sunny Day play. Like, he's probably setting up for Charizard in the back.
Yes.
And we do see a Volt Switch going on to the Drifloon.
The Drifloon
What
has
does he
been
have
doing
in the
his
back?
job, has been doing very well.
You're right.
So right now, and
It's Mega Gardevoir in the back, sorry. So Mega Gardevoir is going to come into a hit from this Landorus Stadium. But this Landorus, by the way, is at -1 thanks to the Intimidate from Incineroar prior to this. So we have to see, can Gardevoir eat up the Earthquake? That's important. At that green health, it's a 2-shot definitely. But is Gardevoir outspeeding the Landorus? That's a good question. Oh, that did so much damage.
I think one more Earthquake will pick up the KO into the God of War.
Yeah, I think Landorus is going to pick up two Pokemon right now, I feel. We might just see
And,
Charizard being
Charizard being sent out.
Shaggy. We've seen that this Akio is running the Charizard X, by the way. It's been revealed in Top
Yep,
Cut.
yep.
He could easily go for a Dragon Dance and an Earthquake here. But
And
not Mega Evolve the Charizard.
Yes.
Oh no, he goes for Thunder Punch. What? Or
Thunder
maybe he
Punch.
doesn't have Dragon Dance. Then I'm mistaken, sorry.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He might have, or he doesn't want to reveal until now, but the Earthquake will connect onto the Snorlax as well, picking up the KO, and thus bringing a highway for Akil to get this first game against Chris G.
You're right, you're absolutely right. Shaggy, we also note that the Charizard, before the Mega Evolution, outspeeds the Mega Gardevoir.
Yes, that's just show that how highly invested in speed the Charizard
The Charizard
are.
in particular is
Yes.
running, yes. And we do see Coco in the field. Coco can definitely pick up the kill with Thunderbolt onto Charizard, but if it's, like we mentioned, it's been shown Charizard X,
So-
it can't do anything on the field at the moment. The Lander is just going to go for a single target Earthquake. Even at -1, it's still going to be like a 2-shot or 1-shot.
But it's the match is forfeited, and so right now Akil is taking the first game.
Shaggy,
What?
I think this game boiled down to what happened in turn 1.
Yes.
With that read, knowing that Akil predicted the Gardevoir going for a Protect, he went for a knockoff and a Moonblast onto Incineroar. I
And
think that
also-
paid dividends.
And also the knockout onto the Snorlax and letting the Snorlax actually use the belly drop.
Right.
Right. If the Snorlax just
Go for an attack.
If just the going to the Snorlax and the Snorlax health bar is below 50%, belly drop doesn't work. It's probably
You're right.
It's
You're
probably
right.
a different story because he can still go up for a recycle and then a belly drop in the next turn.
In the following turns, yes,
Yes.
later on, yeah.
But with the belly drop and only 1 HP left, it's like
The
it's
Snorlax
that
was
way.
dead weight.
Yeah.
The Snorlax was dead weight. You're absolutely right. We'll have to see how this Chris G adjusts going forward. I still feel Among Us can pay his dividends, but it's very threatened by the Charizard X and Tapu Lele in particular.
But I should say it's quite a fair of
It's fair. Yeah,
it's
both
quite
have tools for each other. I'm
yeah,
saying.
tools for each other. It's not like a one-sided
Yeah, but
one-sided Pokemon's
you're right.
in favor of for the others.
Chris G really needs to prioritize getting off that Trick Room. I still feel. It's just that the turn 1 was quite passive. We do see a Gardevoir at Incineroar. Yeah, he has to stick with it. He's gotta get Trick Room up, I feel, at all costs.
And we see the Drifloon Lele once again onto the field.
Yeah, because like we mentioned, right? Akil did not bring Katana. He did not
Akil-
bring Snorlax. He only brought Landorus, Drifloon Lele, and Charizard in the previous match. So there's nothing for the Snorlax. You see my point?
Yes, there's no point to bring Snorlax.
No, I mean for
yeah,
Akil. Yeah.
Akil, yeah.
Yeah, so if Chris G can really get the ball rolling with a Trick Room, his Snorlax will be in prime position. But in the previous game, Akil could just break through the flowchart, I feel. Like he saw through with the read of the knockoff and Moonblast. We'll have to see whether this is him making the same play again. We might just see Coco coming in here. Yes, that's Tapu Koko coming in from Chris G. Setting up the Trick Room much later.
Yep. And also probably picking out the Tapu Lele right now. And picking, as we see the Tapu Lele is going for the fake out and the knock off onto once again, knocking off the Assault Vest from the Incineroar, and also probably the board. The situation of the board right now is favoring for Chris G.
Yes,
definitely.
you're right. Because we've seen that the Coco does run Electrum Z, it's definitely gonna go into the Drifblim slot. He knows that Drifblim is such a big threat. He could get Trick Room up later once Drifblim's off the field. And that's the adjustment that Chris G has made, which is really smart. And we do see Landorus potentially being switched in here.
Going for the Intimidate onto, especially onto the Incineroar. And also, by the way, guys, we have just hit 100 viewers right now, 105. So thank you for you guys that just coming and tuning in. The tail is actually coming out from the Drifblim. So right now, the speed is twice for Akil set the Volt Switch onto the Drifblim.
Does the Incineroar hit the Drifblim? It comes down to this.
If it's the knockoff, probably kills.
Yeah,
But
no,
with the Intimidate.
Flabdis will also pick up the kill, and we do see Landorus being switched in here.
Going
No
for the
Snorlax.
pivoting. No Snorlax.
Chris G did not decide to bring Snorlax, he decided to bring Tapu Koko, Gardevoir, Incineroar, Landorus.
So yeah, a bit of a change. But the knockoff is actually going onto this Assault Vest Landorus.
My goodness, okay, so now we've seen the Drifblim has revealed Sunny Day, Tailwind, and Shadow Ball. And Knockoff, by the way, the 4 moves have been revealed.
Yes.
So, because in the previous VGC format, Drifblim tends to run Will-O-Wisp.
Yes,
So we know that's not an option. The Landorus on Chris G's side is at full power, nothing's going to stop it. Yeah, Gardevoir being switched in here on Chris G's side.
probably wants to set up the Trick Room. Sets up the Trick Room right now.
There's no point. There's no point for Trick Room.
Oh, there's no point.
He could go for Hyper Voices all the way.
Voice, yeah.
Once the Assault Vest was knocked off on Landorus, Gardevoir was in prime position, and with that tracing the Intimidate on Landorus, that Landorus at -2 right now on Akil's side, it's dead weight, honestly.
And it's knocking off onto the choice card. Chris G's choice for the Landorus. Rock Slide onto the Drifblim is actually connecting and remove the dead weight.
Yep.
Sort of remove the dead weight. And one Akil have a free switch in right now. Probably opting for another Pokemon that can counter off the Gardevoir, and
I
also
still think Tapu Lele might come in here.
Tapu Lele is coming.
Yeah. Because he wants to dish off all the
Electric Drain, and also
The
the
Moonblast, I feel.
Moonblast.
Yeah, because I don't know if you're off for Psychic, because Psychic has lower base power, if I recall, compared to Moonblast. And even though Psychic can take benefit of the terrain at the moment, Coco does have... Coco is in the back for Chris G. Right.
You think Psychic Z to the Gardevoir can pick some KO?
No, Psychic Z onto Gardevoir won't pick up, it's resistant, remember?
Oh, you resist, but onto the Landorus.
No, but
you
there's
don't
an
even need to
Incineroar in
Landorus.
the back, you have to be careful of that. So, Akil is very pressured to... Because there's nothing on the field that he could Psychic Z without any resistance. Neutrally, that's my point. So I don't know, I still feel Moonblast would have been a good play, but yeah, we do see Landorus being switched out. Is that Charizard?
Snorlax.
Ooh, he didn't bring Charizard.
Didn't bring Charizard at all.
Which is weird because Incineroar is here. Hello. A free knockoff. I don't see any point for him to bring Snorlax in the matchup, but okay, I'm not the one playing it. We do see Gardevoir going for the Mega Evolution here. Maybe Snorlax was his adjustment for Chris G going for Trick Room.
Yes.
Yeah, but
that's probably his best.
yeah, but remember, like I mentioned, Psychic Z is just not like you're not hitting anything on the board for neutral damage.
Unleashes its full force Z move, and
it does go into the Gardevoir slot as you mentioned, obvious. Sorry, we're facing some technical errors, but we do know that the Psychic Z is going onto the Gardevoir slot.
for sure. For sure.
We're very sorry for the technical difficulty, guys. But we do know that the Gardevoir does survive. Sorry?
No, right. Okay. So it's going to the Gardevoir for 80% damage. Quite huge.
Yeah, 80% damage. Sorry. But now it's not. Incineroar is in a very good position
To just knock off.
It gets a free
Snorlax.
knockoff, and Gardevoir can launch off free Hyper Voices. And this is the last turn of Tailwind, by the way. If Gardevoir wanted to play it safe, he could go for a Protect. Yeah, but like I mentioned, Protect onto Tapu Lele.
Doesn't want to get any damage.
Snorlax needs to go for an attack here onto the Incineroar. Like, that's the only viable play I can see happening. He can't set up at all. It's a free knockoff. Like I mentioned, it's a knockoff.
knock off onto the Snorlax. knocking out the Figgy Base, so no more double edge. Going on to the God of War. And the Tailwind.
I'm very puzzled by that play because it's the last turn of Tailwind.
I think it's obvious that that he's going for the protect, but probably if Chris G made a misplay, that's like his best bet too. His best bet.
Because the God of War is at the yellow health, right? Because Chris G could put it back in the neutral speed advantage, hope that his God of War can outspeed the Lele. And then we do see Landers being switching it, like I mentioned, it's free Hyper Voice.
It's another free Hyper Voice from these two.
And the Assault Vest is already knocked off, so now Chris G is gonna... Oh no, he's gonna go for a Cyclic. Oh, that's a good play as well, yeah, in Cyclic terrain, just knock it off, yeah.
Knock it off.
And we might just see a Flare Blitz going on to Landris.
Landris. Yep.
Because it was a Tapu Lele before, so it makes sense to go for Flare Blitz instead. And this does...
Still
almost picks up kill
about
and
the
a bird.
bird.
I think that seals the deal already, because I feel
deal.
in turn 1 when you lost Drift Limb like that, not paying dividends to what it brings, that the game was sealed to begin, and then that's a clean 4-0 I feel.
Almost.
Yep, you're right. And we do see Tapu Lele being in here, being brought in here from Akil's side, but the game is sealed. Tapu Lele cannot 1v4 here. Yep. Akio is just gonna forfeit and rethink the matchup, because Snorlax, as you all saw, like Snorlax doesn't offer much in the matchup.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not I think if he brought something else, like for example like the Katana, in that matchup, would be a bit better against like a God of War.
You're right.
Or even into his...
If he does learn Sacred Sword, yes, Katana would have been a very good option, but Akio is very threatened by the Tapu Koko, you have to understand that as well.
Tapu Koko and also Incineroar.
Incineroar, yes, sure, you can dish off the Intimidates here and there, neutralizing it also with the Landers on Chris G's side. But I don't know, Akio just needs to find a way to deal with, in particular, Landers, Incineroar, and God of War. But yeah, Chris G just have these three to rely on. He's got the game, in my opinion, because the board state, the amount of offensive pressure from God of War, Incineroar, and Landers is such a big threat.
Both players have locked their Pokemon less than 30 seconds, so I think they have made the adjustments for this third game of this first top 4 against one Akil against Chris G. Yeah. And we'll see both of the leads.
Who will be your finalists here, folks? Last game, Game 3, it's what we wanted, right? Game 3 in top 4. Hey, we hope Benjamin and Wilson Foam puts up a good show later, but hopefully, yeah. We do see Incineroar and God of War being thrown out for Chris G.
I mean, in the end, the games are set by them, not by us.
You're absolutely right. And we do see Tapu Lele and Driven. It's been the mirror for the past three games
right now. And we'll see the adjustments that Akira wants to make with this Rift Blimp right now.
Yeah, but
goes for Tailwind as the same in the game 1.
True. That could happen as well. Because I don't think Chris G will prioritize getting a Trick Room off. And he could easily go for what happened in game 2, right? Change the terrain, make Incineroar and Koko be in a favorable position. He can take the game from there.
I think if he decides to go for Psychium Z onto the Incineroar slot, if he decides
that
to change,
is very gutsy.
if they change,
no change. I don't think so. God of War does decide to go for Mega Evolution here, not pull off the same turn in game 2. He did not switch out. He does go for Protect. I think this might be what happened in game 1. We'll have to see. We do see a knockoff going onto the Incineroar.
Once again,
Akio really likes the knockoff.
And
the Incineroar in particular. And we do see... This is a repeat of game 1, folks. This is a repeat of game 1.
But, okay, the Incineroar still knock off now.
Going onto the Drift Limb. What? That did so much damage, even without the item.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Still game 1.
In game 1, he Flare Blades into Tapu Lele.
But a bit of a change.
A bit of a change, but now Tapu Lele is really healthy. What? What's up with that? I thought Tapu Lele is the bigger threat because we use...
Right now, Tailwind can be easily set up.
No, because if you have to respect the potential Trick Room play from God of War as well. That's a big threat right there. If God of War does open up Trick Room, Chris G could steamroll from there. Simple as that. Because that's what Chris needs to do right now. Because Akio's Pokemon does have the Tailwind support.
Yes.
0 Trick Room answers besides Snorlax.
And I don't think he will bring his Snorlax again after seeing the game 2.
Yep. Is this Koko? No, this Landorus.
So Landorus is being sent out, going for the useless Intimidate onto these two Pokemon, but we see it's a choice scarf. So it's probably faster if...
It will be faster regardless.
If there's no Tailwind. The Shadow Ball onto the God of War slot, doing a bit of
This is a
damage.
side QZ going on to the God of War. He just wants that out. I presume like that's your only play, because I don't see Incineroar offering much on the field at that moment in time.
So Christians just wanna ditch off the Landris.
Yeah, but once he's already burned this Z move and the Shadow Ball play onto the God of War, switching big the Landris, the following turn, the God of War could easily go for a Trick Room if he wants to go for that play. Because the nuke has already been set out by Chrissy. And when you see a Blitz, this should go into Drift. No, lately.
Lily slot. So, but the thing, oh no, Driftler is still faster right now, so still can do some damage.
I forgive me for my memory loss, but I'm not sure whether does Tapu Lele outspeed God of War?
The Tapu Lele.
I'm not sure. I don't recall, because if it does outspeed, then it would be a good position. But now Coco is being sent out on the field here, which is a very safe switching for Landris, if you ask me. Right?
Go switch in for Landris.
Yeah,
sure.
because Chris G has lost his Landris due to that Psychem Z, right?
And it's actually his answer if one Akil decides to bring Charizard X.
You are right. You're right.
So
yeah,
probably
dude.
like that's that's his answer. And
oh my goodness. Okay, now we
Lele
talk.
is being sent
Landris
back.
has to come in. I think Landris Terran will come in here. It's very safe. Yeah, launch of the Intimidate.
onto the Incineroar
How
especially.
does Chris come back from this?
It's a bit hard, but a Tailwind
And
also.
Tailwind comes off because he knows that Gardevoir is not on the field. If he sets up Tailwind, Landris has the Assault Vest, Dazzling Gleam is not going to do much, Flare Blitz with the Incineroar at -1.
And if this has to knock off the Drift Flame, a free switch it, but no.
That's a good knockoff. That's a good knockoff.
And so right now the Drift Flame is a bit of a dead weight.
Yeah. Now Akil, right? He knows that the Incineroar does not have Protect. Right? He's knocked off the Assault Vest. You don't have any. It's all attacking moves on the Incineroar. He could easily, by all means, go for an Earthquake and Shadow Ball onto that slot. He needs to cover any potential switches, I presume.
Yes.
And now Crazy, with not knocking out any of the two Pokemon in the previous turn, it being the Drifblim or the Tapu Lele, it's gonna come back to hurt him.
But Gardevoir is being sent out right now once again onto the field. Probably he wants to set up the Trick Room this turn.
Yep.
And we see the Protect from Tapu Koko doesn't want to get any unnecessary damage.
Yeah, we do see a Shadow Ball going into the Incineroar slot. Like I mentioned, he needs to respect any potential switches. And Earthquake to a Gardevoir, it's
neutral.
And Gardevoir's defense stats is not recognized, it's more on the special defense side. So this Earthquake is going to do a lot of damage.
Udazo picks up the KO, so... but Trick
actually,
Room, it's not a Trick Room.
No, Trick Room can't come out because you can't fake out Drifblim. You see my point? If you were to protect Gardevoir, bring in Incineroar now, still, yeah, you will still eat an Earthquake, and you can't fake out into Drifblim because now the Drifblim can always pressure the Gardevoir with the Shadow Ball.
And it's in a Tailwind, so...
I think now Landris is gonna sweep, in my opinion.
Landris.
Yeah, we do see Incineroar being switched out right now for the Intimidate. If Coco can live the turn, but the Dazzling Gleam, I'm not sure how much it's going to do because we do see... Oh, the Assault Vest was knocked off.
The Assault Vest was knocked off. Shadow Ball going onto the Tapu Koko, knowing that it will either be protected or a switch in. Earthquakes.
I think Earthquake's going to pick up a double KO here.
Double KO.
Earthquake is going to pick up a double KO onto Tapu Koko and Incineroar. And that should seal the deal.
And that's...
I think Chris G in the previous turn, when he went for the knockoff on Drifblim, he should have finished the KO.
Finish the KO.
Because with the Flablis on Tapu Lele, it left all 4 Pokemon on the field.
The thing is that he thought that the Drifblim will be a dead weight by that moment on.
Right.
But it's actually not.
It's not. It's pulling in so much work.
Yeah. Knock off again, another Shadow Ball, and it's sealing the deal and brings one Akil to the finals.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely one of the MVPs.
I have so much questions to ask.
That's our work.
There are some questionable plays I need answers to, and this should seal the deal. Unburdened Drifblim with Shadow Ball is gonna outspeed Mega Gardevoir even maybe not with Tailwind, but right now there's no speed control from Chris G. He just didn't get the Trick Room off.
Yes, that's the thing. I mean the switch in, and he should just let the switch when he switches, he should just let the Gardevoir in full health and do the Trick Room.
Yeah,
that'll be like a totally different story.
It would have been a different story. You're right. You're absolutely right.
But
And-
once again, it's they have a lot of pressure, especially this is the top 4 match. Unlike us, we're just sitting here and commentate on the games.
Yeah,
it's,
true.
They have a different mindset,
Right,
so we need to
absolutely.
respect that as well.
Absolutely. Alright, but big congratulations to One Arcade for progressing into the finals, and also for Chris G for securing the top 4 position, which would secure him at a CP count of over 700 at the moment. He is still in the run for that day 2 invite. If I'm not mistaken, recently there's an Auckland special event. If Chris G is really gunning for it, he's got to go for that event.
And there's also Auckland special event, New Zealand one.
The one in New Zealand, absolutely. Unless he's also going to Singapore next weekend as well. So
weekend, yeah.
there's 2 more tries for him to do so.
To
But
get 200
for his travel,
CPs.
for his travel, what? Yeah. So
But I think with a lot of special events right now, people are kind of not really safe, except Melvin. Melvin is
Melvin.
1,200 points.
no one can reach him. It's like
But
way
I
up
mean,
here.
the others on like from Waywen to the bottom, I think it's still a free for all fight.
Yeah, you're right.
Free for all fight for the day 2 invite, of course.
Absolutely. And yeah, we'll have a winner's interview with one Muhammad Akil.
Kill.
On-
So stay tuned, guys.
So stay tuned for the interview shortly. We'll see you back.